Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aries, September 29, 2022. Today's energies are suitable for tying up loose ends, reflecting on recent events, and letting go of things that have run their course. The moon is in its balsamic phase, with a new moon just ahead of us. It's not the best time for beginning a whole new project since a shift is in progress. Today is strong for sorting out your thoughts and observing what's going on around you. Still, if you can find a way to get away from it all, even if it's about exploring an interest or enjoying a book or movie, it's a good idea to do so. Prepare for changes of interest, focus, and direction, which are sure to come over the next few days. Communications happening now can serve to help you center and pace yourself. Even though you may not be at your peak, energetically speaking, pleasant conversations can figure strongly. Another person's perspective, even if it diverges from yours significantly, tends to enhance your own today. You might repair a relationship by talking things through or working with someone to solve a problem. The last few days have left you with food for thought. Luckily, there is a brief break as there are no major transits today. It is fortunate since the moon is in your opposite sign, Libra. The lunar energy is perfect for taking a moment to consider whether you are engaging in reciprocal arrangements at work. Reciprocity could refer to balanced partnerships, financially equitable contracts, and even being an active listener. You may want to think about the pros and cons of each of your professional commitments to ensure that all aspects of work are balanced. The moon not only returns to your financial sector today but to begin the lead up to a new moon that will give money matters the green light. This comes just as there is tension building between the Sun on the financial and Uranus on the income front, something that is energizing both sides of the financial fence while creating the potential for eureka moments. With the influence from today's planetary alignment, things could get a little hard to manage. Whether positive or negative, there is a lot of energy in your midst right now and you need to stay active to keep things manageable. Any time you can walk instead of ride in a car or bus, do it. When making choices about what you eat, always choose for the benefit of your body. Your taste buds won't mind. Eat light, nutritious foods, whether it is the moon's final hours in your relationship sector or its early hours in your financial sector. Both are a lot more significant than the shift from one to the other that takes place every 4 weeks. An alignment with Mercury, just 2 days before the planet of communication is due to end all planetary activity on the communication front, is the boost that can get the communication lines open. In the meantime, the moon returns to begin the lead up to a new moon that can give money matters the green light. Before leaving your relationship sector today, the moon will clash with the dwarf planet Aries in Aries, something that it does every 4 weeks and can expose any balance issues between your personal and relationship needs. The difference this time is that with Mercury, the planet of communication in his final days in your relationship sector, this could be the push needed to get the communication lines open. Luna continues to glimmer through your harmony-seeking 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but it will join forces with savvy Mercury in the process. Are you ready to open up to your special someone? Single or already attached, the moon's trine to coquettish Venus via your expansive 9th house of adventure, belief systems, and unknown territory could, in turn, present you with an opportunity to take a leap of faith in your love life. This is especially true for those of you crushing on someone at a distance from you. However, Luna square to Pluto could trigger a series of emotional highs and lows. Stay grounded. Pacing yourself is the name of the game. Whether you have just started an exercise regimen or been at it for a while, pay attention to your pace. If you are beginning a new health practice, make it relatively easy to manage, so you can keep on doing it. Don't press yourself too hard in the beginning. Remember, you are building a habit. Likewise, when you have been doing something for a while, it's important to press yourself gradually further into it, increasing the pace, so that you stay interested. Our eyes in the sky. Today has an eclectic energy that could feel both scattered and psychologically challenging at times. This morning's moon in Libra makes it a little easier for all of us to process. When Pluto squares the moon, those in relationships take a closer look at their commitments. This is going to mark a time where your mind is influenced by your own desires. Over the weeks ahead, you might wish for something to happen to the point of obsession. Remember that everyone is going to be feeling these same vibes, so you aren't alone. This energy can bring gains and losses. You might feel like you're unable to take any action at all, like you're stuck in place. It could seem as though your mind is a prison, but it's up to you to decide how to navigate through this minor storm. The reality is that as long as you have curiosity and creativity, you're unstoppable. It's only when you are hard on yourself that it feels like you're stuck in an emotional swamp. On the upside, this energy winds down when the moon enters Scorpio later in the day. In the morning, retrograde Mercury in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn, the second of 3 trines between these two planets. The first occurred on August 22nd, so look back to this date to make personal connections. This influence grants us a penetrative mind. We detect the hidden rationale subtly underpinning and guiding our interactions. We can even investigate occult principles or further define our astrological awareness. However, because Mercury is retrograde, it might be hard to communicate everything that is going on in our heads. While we're adept at working and reworking ideas at a conceptual level, something is bound to become lost in translation if we attempt to explain ourselves. This is perhaps the true intent of this transit, to determine when it is wise to reveal, versus when it is wise to keep silent. The final trine in this series, with Mercury in direct motion, will occur on October 6th. This week may bring some strange feelings from your past, or perhaps past lives. You could feel somehow boxed in or forced toward a certain conclusion. Aspects affecting your employment sector mean that you need to focus more attention here to make your work meaningful and lucrative. Mid-morning, the Libra moon squares off with Pluto, provoking power struggles. Perhaps we want to share a secret, but it would be purely for our own gain. Our inclination to form relationships based on gossip could be to curry favor or gain a tactical advantage. What we're really battling with now is our own perceived lack of agency. Once we become aware that fear is steering our choices, we can start to take back our power. The moon enters its void of course following this aspect's perfection, suggesting we use this time for introspection and keeping our mouths shut.